Slatter with GTA Sports, and welcome to another edition of GTA's ISO Mode. If you haven't already followed GTA Sports Network and GTA Heat, check on social media platforms. Like, comment, and subscribe to GTA Sports on YouTube. And don't forget GTASports.com for all things in water sports. Ladies and gentlemen, what we witnessed Sunday night against the Boston Celtics and Miami Heat was a masterclass. Masterclass. Okay? They held Tatum and Brown to under 20 points apiece. The two leading scorers on the Boston Celtics. Tatum had 14, Jaylen Brown had 12. Grant Williams had 12. Luke Cornett had 11. Peyton Pritchard had 12. But listen, Marcus Smart had 8. Al Horford had 8. Derek White had 9. Nobody scored 20 points on the Celtics in 48 minutes. All right? They took their starters out in the fourth early because they knew they wasn't coming back. Meanwhile, the Heat, player of the game, undrafted, Gabe Vincent, 29 points in 35 minutes, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Jimmy Butler gave a solid 16, 8 and 6. No need when your role players play outside of their role and ball out. Okay. Again, the undrafted players balled out. Duncan Robinson, 22 and 23 minutes. 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Now, that's how you maximize your minutes and get more play time. All right? Caleb Martin, solid 18, 3 and 4 off the bench in 35 minutes. Efficient. Not bad. Not bad. All I can say is this. No team has come back from 3-0 in history of the NBA playoffs. The same way everybody's talking about the Lakers in Denver and what happened with them in LA, which I'm going to just say that for the pod. So I'm not going to do ISO Mode on the Laker Nugget series because I'd rather talk to Antonio Turner about that one, being that he's a Laker fan and he gave me Lakers in 6 at the beginning of that series. So I'm going to say that for the pod. So make sure you subscribe to GTA Sports for that. We're going to record that on Tuesday for sure. Hopefully get it dropped by Wednesday because that series is about to end this week more than likely. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends in 4, maybe 5, just because it's LeBron. But as far as the Heat and Celtics go, this series has been nothing short of entertainment. I'm going to let you know right now, the Celtics lost their confidence after Game 2. This is a broken team. A team that has played lackluster defense at best, had a 500 record in this playoff series altogether. Win half the games at home, win and lose about, half and half. So this team hasn't looked like they're ready for a championship really since they got to the playoffs. Great regular season, second best record in the league. Shout out to Joe Mazzulla, who's definitely going to get a lot of slander if they get swept in the next game, which is very possible at this point. When you get a team of players, shout out to Coach Eric Spoelstra, who is criminally underrated as a head coach. But when you have a coach like Spo, who could take a mixed bag of players, vets, champions, undrafted players, players who have proven themselves time and time again but didn't have the help, and you're able to put these players together and knock off a team that on paper looked way, way more talented and way more effective and had a higher win percentage than them going into the series. Keep in mind, the Miami Heat had a 3% chance of winning this series. And they're one game away from a sweep. Wednesday night could be the end of this. All I have to say is if I'm Miami, we're going to get it done. 128-102, it speaks for itself. This game was never close. They were down in the second quarter, and they never came back. Never came back. It was never a chance. Boston never looked like they had a chance to make it back in this series. When you got players like Gabe Vincent, who you probably didn't game plan to go off like that, going off, I don't want to make excuses, but, I mean, damn. Like, it's terrible, man. But, Wednesday at 8:30. The Heat have a chance to go ahead and end this series early and get some rest and wait for the verdict of the Lakers Nuggets series, which more than likely everybody's pretty much, it's a foregone conclusion. It's probably going to be the Denver Nuggets. So I'm going to say it in this video now, just to get it out there so you guys know. before it happens. I said this right here, right now. I'm going with Miami to win the finals if it's the Nuggets, as it should be based on the fact that the Lakers are down 0-3 and no team has made it back from 0-3 in the history of the NBA. Miami's winning this series. It might go 7 just because Jamal Murray. But I got Miami. They got the heart. They've been here before. Denver's never been here before. So the lack of finals and elite big stage experience is lacking severely on that team. I would pick Miami to win the series. Miami would win that in 6 or 7 games. And I'm going to do more on the podcast. So this has been there's nothing else to say. It was a blowout. I mean, nothing else to say. Tatum, Brown might stay together after this year. They're both eligible for their max. They both made All-NBA. Don't know if Joe Mazzulla is the answer. I do not know if head coach Mazzulla is the answer based on what he's done in this postseason. He might not be the long-term head coach. Brad, I know you had confidence in this guy. You promoted him. I just don't think he's ready. He lost the locker room. The team is broken. You're going to have to make some trades this offseason. There's players that are not going to be back next season. Al Horford, he needs to go ahead and retire. If Carmelo Anthony's retiring, you definitely need to retire. Players like Derek White might not make it back next year. Marcus Smart might be on the block this offseason. You got a lot of young players that played at the end of Game 3, and Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornett, just name a couple that show promise. And if you give them more PT, they'll probably be able to do more for you going into the future of the Celtics. But this team's not ready for a championship. We saw it last year when they got exposed by the Warriors. Now they really look like they regressed without the leadership of Ime Udoka, who has recently gotten the head coach position in Houston. I'll be doing ISO on that soon, so look out for that, since there's a possibility James Harden might be making a return home to Houston. But as far as Miami goes, salute to the Heat. Love the culture. Jimmy, you deserve it. You have been long overdue. I feel like you got robbed in the bubble, but hey, I'm not here to play conspiracy theory. Miami deserves it. They win it. This would be one of the greatest championships won by an underdog team that was an 8th seed that had to fight their way through a play-in tournament. I mean, y'all knocked off the Milwaukee Bucks, took New York, cakewalked them, and Boston. I mean, this was a revenge tour for Miami after what happened last year, for sure. Yeah, I got Miami not only going to the finals, but if they go, they're going to win it. It may take them 6 or 7 games, but they're going to win it. I think Jimmy is built for this. He's ready. He's tired of getting up there and not being able to get the big one. I think he's ready to bring a championship back to South Beach. And this has been the ISO for the Miami Heat Boston Celtics series, which Miami is up 3-0 as of this recording. Looking like a sweep. Follow me at Slatter on social media platforms. Don't forget to check out GTA Sports Network, GTA Heat Check on all social media platforms. Like, comment, subscribe to GTA Sports on YouTube. And don't forget GTAsports.com for all things in world sports. It's Slatter, and until next time, take care.